Hey guys, sorry it's been so long since I've been on. I haven't really been checking anything or posting anything in a few days. I have been studying like crazy for AP exams. Luckily, they're over as of yesterday, so I'm really happy about that. But I barely had any free time because I've been studying so hard. So I did try to make video clips in free times, but there wasn't much. So I'm doing this now, and hopefully this will get posted rather shortly. I also was dealing with some family/friend emergencies. Two people I care about were in the hospital. Luckily, everything is okay, but that was just extremely stressful. And then I also had my National Honor Society induction last night, so that was exciting, but also stressful and just so much more work to do. But that's all over with now. Things are fairly stress-free now, which is good, and I have time to make this video. So since I've been studying so much, I decided to make a video giving you tips on how to study. Well, not really how to study, but just tips and tricks that have helped me over the years in achieving mostly straight A's throughout school and passing AP exams. So I hope you guys find this helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up and comment below, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget about birthday shoutouts. I mentioned it in a previous video, and basically just comment your birthday below. I will write it down, and on your birthday I shall give you a shoutout. Alright guys, let's get on with the video. Oh, and I also want to thank you guys so much. I hit 100 subscribers in the past week. That definitely just eased my stress so much. Like, you don't even know. I was so pumped when I found that out. So thank you guys so much, and I hope many more come to follow, and I hope all you 100 and however many now subscribers are on. I hope you guys appreciate my videos, and keep watching, keep subscribing, and keep being awesome. Thanks guys. So the first thing is to start early and stop procrastinating. Just stop. See, if you start early, you can spread your studying out over a longer period of time and eliminate all those nights where you're just cramming it up, which isn't good at all and doesn't help you study. So just start early. And if you have any questions, be sure to ask your teacher. This is also why it's important to start early, because if you have any questions during class or reading the book, you can just ask your teacher. Either raise your hand or go before or after class and save yourself a lot of hassle. And don't make yourself a mess like I just did. So the next thing is to clean it up. Clean up your room or wherever you're studying at, and really just try to make it nice and tidy, neat, and just fresh air, anything like that. Because I know if I'm trying to study and my room is a mess and everything's just cluttered, it just clutters my brain and makes me more stressed out. So it's so much harder for me to just study, and it just seems like there's so much more stressing me out and that I have to do than there actually is. So just make your bed, clean some things up, and just you'll be a lot happier. The next thing is chunking. So with chunking, this is an amazing study method. Basically, you work for 25 minutes and take a break for 5. And it doesn't have to be exactly this, but something to this effect. So set your timer for 25 minutes, press start, and then study for that 25 minutes. Eventually, when the timer goes off, you can set your alarm for 5 more minutes and use that as a break time to just chill out, relax, and allow your brain to decompress. And with this, it gives your brain a break, so you're not just overworking yourself, basically. So here's my 5-minute timer. And something you can do in this break is drink coffee. That's right, you heard me, drink coffee. So this caffeine will give you a small boost, but only take small caffeine breaks. Don't try to gulp it all at once. I've made this mistake several times before. You're just going to end up being uber hyper and not able to focus. So if you take small breaks, you'll be able to give your mind an extra boost of energy to help you focus more while studying. The next thing is gum. I don't know if you've heard this before, but studies show that if you chew gum while studying, if you chew the same flavor of gum while taking the test or whatever you're studying for, you'll actually be able to remember the information better. So try this out. Just take a piece of gum and chew it. Now, quit with the all-nighters. You need sleep, humans need sleep, and if you don't get enough sleep before the exam, you're not going to be able to focus on the exam or remember any of the information that you worked so hard to study for. So this is why it's so important to start early and make sure you get enough sleep, especially the night before the exam. Next is switch it up. Studying in the same old place over and over again is really going to end up just making your brain want to explode and making you totally unmotivated to study. So really just switch it up, whether it's going to the library or here I am at my gym. They have a little conference area, so this is where I'm sitting right now. And it really just helps you change things up and have a fresher mind, I guess. Next, find out what works for you. Are you a night owl or an early bird? Do you work better alone or with others? Figuring this out can really help you study in the future, as you will know what works for you and how you better remember things and learn things. So here I am with my lovely guy Cameron, and currently we are studying together. Personally, I can work either by myself or with others, but I do prefer to work earlier in the morning. Me working at night, I just tend to fall asleep. But that's my personal preferences. Some people are different, so figure out what works for you. Next, eliminate distractions. I know what you want to do. After a minute of studying, you just want to get on some app, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Well, stop it. And if you really can't control yourself, get this app called Self Control. This app is specifically for Mac, so if you have a PC, get the app Cold Turkey. So, with both of these websites, all you have to do is download the apps, and then eventually you'll have to type in the websites you want to block. So, even if you are tempted to, take a little break, in quotation marks, from studying, you won't be able to because your computer will lock you out. You do have to put in your password and everything to obviously verify that this is what you want to do, but it'll really help you, especially in those 25-minute work periods where you are supposed to be working. If you want to go on something, go on your break. Next is use colors. Whenever you're taking notes, always make them colorful. Using these colors will help your brain remember the information better and make it a lot more organized and easier to read. So as you can see, I am taking psychology notes in multiple colors. I have my title in one color, and then a separate part in another color, and then other little parts in a different color, and then people, guess what, in a different color. And as you can see, right now I'm writing about Sigmund Freud. He's an interesting character. You should read up about him. He's interesting, as I've said. Also, yes, I am left-handed. Look at me. Pretty cool. It's not really that cool, but I try. So the next thing is extrinsic motivation, and this is actually a psychology term, which basically means motivating yourself outside of just internal goals. So what I'm doing here is I have gummy worms. After each section I have to read, and you can do this for anything that you have to read some kind of long book or passage for any class, any exam, any studying, it works. And you can use other food items like goldfish or things like that, but I just find gummy worms to be really yummy. So here I am eating my gummy worms because I read my section. Did you? Next, read your notes out loud or even teach to others. And if you're too embarrassed to read your notes to other people, you can always read them to stuffed animals. I do it all the time. I love my stuffed animals. So the thought behind this method of studying is that once you read your notes out loud, hearing them in a different sense is actually going to help you remember them more. So even if you just want to teach this to some stuffed animals or just read them out loud to yourself, it's going to help you remember them more. Next, use mnemonics. So here I have penguins are super swell to stand for pass because you're going to pass that exam. So clever. Not really. And I'm sure you've all heard of please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I don't know who hasn't. Things like this will really help you remember any kind of terms, especially if it's some long list. Just like this, I use for psych that shows the different waves that are going on in your brain while sleeping, and it says bats drink blood. And I'm sorry for the unfocused camera for a second. Next, use the flashcards. This is not just for elementary school multiplication problems. This is actually really helpful, and if you don't feel like writing them all out, you can always use Quizlet. And as you can see, I have a lot of Quizlets. So here I'll show you my psychology Quizlet I made that's got like a lot of terms. But you can do a lot. You can make flashcards, you can quiz yourself, you can learn through different methods. There's games, there's tests, it's all sorts of things. My next tip is if you don't understand the information, watch videos where other people can maybe possibly explain it better than your teacher or your textbook. One website I really love is Khan Academy. Basically, you can learn pretty much anything that you want for free, and they have all sorts of videos on every subject. So you have math by subject, by grade, you have science and engineering, computing, arts and humanities, economics and finance, test prep, all sorts of things, all on one website, and all for free. Another fabulous website is obviously YouTube, and aside from videos like mine teaching you tips on how to study, other sites and channels teach you like whole courses and subjects, such as Crash Course. This channel is so amazing. You can learn pretty much anything all in one YouTube video. So if you're really having trouble understanding, take a look at Crash Course or Khan Academy or any other website. Also, if you have AP exams, make sure to get a review book. These are so helpful. Another thing is listen to music, but not your ordinary music that you would listen to on a regular basis. Listen to something that's foreign to you, something different, something that's stimulating. Because actually, if you listen to music that it's like your favorite song, it actually distracts you more and makes you unable to focus. But if you listen to something that's different, it actually stimulates your mind more and helps you remember things more. And here's me just jamming. This is something you shouldn't do while studying, by the way. And I know I've said this several times, but meditation is perfect for pretty much anything, and that includes studying. So in your little breaks, or long breaks, depending on where you are at in your studying, try meditation. This will relax your mind, help you focus more, help you just de-stress, and I know exams can be super stressful, but meditation will help you clear your mind, gain more focus, gain more attention and alertness, and de-stress. So this is absolutely perfect for studying and may or may not be like my most important tip here. And last but not least, here are some Google tips to help you search things much more efficiently. So first, if you put something in quotation marks, it lets you search for exactly that word. So everything that you search for, the results will have that term in it. Next, with dashes, if you want to exclude a term from your search, put a dash before whatever word you put in. Next, the tilde. Use a tilde anytime that you want synonyms for whatever you are searching for. And for site, use this to search for or within a specific website only. Then with the vertical bar, it will search websites that have any one, two, or all of the terms that you're searching. Then, last but not least, use the double periods if you want to search between two time periods. For example, if you want to search 1950 to 1970, put 1950 ... 1970. Thanks guys for watching my video. I hope you found these tips to be super helpful and I hope they help you in finals or AP exams if anyone is taking more of those, or college, or anything, just studying in general, gaining new knowledge, because knowledge is powerful. It is amazing. It helps you shape the world. So while studying may seem like a drag, you're really doing yourself a world of a difference by doing so. Alright guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And check me out on Instagram and Twitter. And I will definitely be responding and doing a lot more on YouTube now that I have more time. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a fabulous week and I shall see you soon. Bye guys.